Hi guys, I am Jessica Keegan. I am a doTERRA Diamond in Guelph, Ontario. I've been asked to talk about the strength of competition. Ironically, I just did a video on the strength of empathy, which competition actually for me is above empathy, but they are my two of my top 5 strengths. And it's interesting because they would, in most cases, appear to be complete opposite. But here I'm here to talk to the competition people, the competitive people, the people who like to win. So if you have competition as one of your strengths, you have probably won things in your life and also in doTERRA. When we used to have the Rose and Jasmine, I won them every time. I did Diamond Club and was able to go to the sourcing trip, and I also won the Cancun trip. And so if you're that person, if competition speaks to you, those things are going to move your business forward. If you have competition as one of your strengths, you're one of those easy people to incentivize because you like a challenge. As leaders in doTERRA, sometimes we try and incentivize or inspire our leaders, and it's very easy to do with the people who have competition. It's harder to do with a lot of people who aren't incentivized by prizes. But if you're like me and you are competitive, you love prizes, ribbons, winning. So if you have this strength, you might at some point have been like, well, that doesn't feel very doTERRA-ish, because we're all about love and sharing and serving, and very, very true. I think if you have competition as one of your strengths, you want to make sure you're not looking at it as a solitary thing. You're going to be wanting to look at competition within your top 5 strengths. If you're able to unlock your top 34 strengths, that's also very helpful because you get your bottom strengths and get to understand what you're really not good at, and maybe, start manifesting some of those skills in your other leaders so that they can kind of pick up the slack where you can't. But I'm going to say to the competitive people or the competition strength people, really take some time to learn all of your skills surrounding competition so you can understand why it works for you and how to really hone it and make it work within this industry and within this culture. So if competition is one of your skill sets, you're going to want to compete. And so, maybe you are a person who needs goals completely. The more tangible you can make those goals, the more you can make them measurable, the more that's going to feed your competitive side. Sorry, I don't know what to say, competition or competitive, but you're someone who needs to have those targets to aim at. If you are a competitive person and you have competition as one of your strengths, you are going to want to plug into the things that doTERRA offers, such as Diamond Club. They have the most amazing incentive. If you finish in the top 10 or 15 in Diamond Club, you get to go to a sourcing trip and meet Emily Wright, and you get to go to BC and see how Arbor Vitae is sourced. You get to be with all of these leaders who work their butt off to get there, and it's an incredible experience. If you have competition as one of your skill sets or as your strengths, you're going to want to look at the incentive trip. What an awesome experience. You get to talk to these high-level leaders in your bathing suit, staring at the water, drinking virgin cocktails, or different if you want. But it's really that opportunity to see the heart and culture of this company, and also to be rewarded for your strengths. And competition is definitely a strength. The ways to hone it in is to make everyday tasks competitive for you, and to understand that you can compete against yourself. It doesn't, and to make others understand, just because you're competitive doesn't mean that you're like gearing for anyone or trying to lessen anyone. You just, as a competitive person, you need that comparison. You need something to strive for, and that's within doing better than the people around you. But at no point does that wanting to do better diminish those people's skills to you. It's just the thing that drives you. So also, if you can find a way to be in competition with yourself, to be a better version of yourself, to be a better builder, to have a better month the following month, that's going to really move you forward. So I'm just going to read from the Clifton StrengthsFinder. People exceptionally talented in the competition theme measure their progress against the performance of others. They strive to win first place and revel in contests. There is no second place. I am in being aware of my competitors. So if you're someone who has competition as one of your strengths, you're always aware of what other people are doing. Who started when did they do, how good are they doing, how many classes are they teaching, how many people are they enrolling. And just really use that as your own marker to move your business forward, and not as a thing to judge anyone else or to feel bad about, but just understand that this is part of your fuel, is in being aware of the people around you and what they're doing. I will strive to win, always. That's, self-explanatory. I bring an aspiration to be the best. So be kind to yourself, but understand that it's okay that you want to be better. It's okay that you want to be the best. It's okay that you want to get recognized. I need peers for comparison and motivation. So this network marketing is a really great place for you to be if you have competition as one of your skills and your strengths, because it's everywhere. You can literally be aware of people on any given day, on any given month, and what they're doing, and then strive to do better. I value a chance to go against the best, because if you win and it's not against the best, what's the point, right? I hate coming in second. There is no second place. The metaphor image is no consolation prize, as the gold medal is the only medal, and the barrier label is sore loser. And that's, that is something you're going to have to work with and struggle with and understand. As we become better people and better leaders, it is good to understand that you can strive to be the best, and you can also at times fall, and it's okay. And then to take the lessons from that and to really have some self-care rituals around competition and around losing, because there are many, many exceptional people in doTERRA, and you're not always going to be the winner. And then there's some contrast. So competition, it says, when I watch others perform, I get better. The complete opposite would be significance. When others watch me perform, I get better. And then for competition, the scoreboard measures my progress and validates my victory. If you're someone who has competition, those incentive trips, when you see your numbers going up, those, Diamond Club, when you see how many enrollments you have, every time that updated, it, gave me a thrill. So the opposite of that would be analytical. Data quantifies experience and validates theory. So if you guys have any questions about competition as a skill set or strength, feel free to reach out to me. I have the Spoil the Soul YouTube. My name is Jessica Kukin. I have Spoil the Soul as a Facebook group, and then you can also just find me on Facebook. I'd be happy to answer any questions. But I would just say to the competition people, recognize it for what it is. Thank and appreciate this fuel that moves you forward. But then also look at your strengths that surround competition so that you can soften it, and so that you can make it work in your life, in this industry, and with the culture that this beautiful, beautiful culture that we have. I hope you guys have a great day.